In this video, we're going to be talking about what talent is, the meaning, and what I understand and what I've learned during this module. So first, I'm going to be talking about just talent, which I believe now it is partially innate, partially developed. You got to put those two together. You got to work with what you have to then be able to develop the talent, or like to develop an ability and then become talented if you're already born with an ability to do something. So basically, what I'm saying is, looking back at the Kenyan runners, right? What I believe in is there's lots of different factors that affect our performer. I'm not saying talented or not talented, because one of the things that got me thinking is these Kenyan runners. We put all the factors together. So the way they eat, where they live, the place that they run. Obviously, it's a higher place, so it's less oxygen intake. So that means they're more prepared. So obviously, putting all these things together, that you might think they're positive, you might think them negative. Well, if you put them all together, then you get a Kenyan runner that performs at really high level. So, does this mean they're talented, or is it just like accumulation of different factors that make a performer excel? Right. This is what I thought. So basically, when you get to the top, when you perform a high level, it might not mean that you're talented, but it might mean that all these factors that would be beneficial for a talented person are also beneficial for anyone. For example, I do believe that Messi is talented. I do believe that he also had to work for it to develop his talent. Now, if I compare it to Cristiano Ronaldo, personally, I don't think he's talented. I think he's worked hard his whole life, and different factors influenced him in his life to make him and to make him what he is now, and to make him like be where he is now at, that he's playing at a higher level. There is loads of factors such as like where you're born. So for example, if you're born in a big cities, it's a bit harder for you to excel. Like if you to success, if you're in a small city as well, we were looking at this as well, because there may not be people spotting talent, or you just might get less challenges, so you might not develop these skills or abilities as good as somebody else that has more challenges. But what I want to say with this, I think, is that talent, to me now, what I understand now as talent, is a both innate and developed, and all these factors, psychological, social, like where you're born, where do you grow up, all these factors make it easier for talent to shine, but not just for talent, but for anyone else who's born in or has grown up with all these factors. So looking back at the Kenyan runners, are they all talented? Or are they born in a place where all these little factors make them great performers? Well, personally, I think they were born in a place where all these little factors made them great performers. However, from all the people that perform at a high level, for example, in Kenyan runners, there will be one or two that will perform at the top level, and that will be the best. This, again, might not mean that they are talented. It might just mean that they work harder. But for if you're looking from a like just a different sport that is not running, so it might be like something that involves doing something else. So in this case, football. We were looking at Messi. Is he talented? Well, he has an ability that we can see, and that we could see when he was young. and then he had factors that made him just able to be where he is now. So, are all these factors affecting just talent, or are all these factors affecting everybody? I think they affect everybody, and I think talent is both innate and developed. And when you get talent and you develop it and you put it together with all these factors, positive factors, then you do get excellence, you get perfection, you get Messi, for example, you get great performers, and that's why I don't believe that talent you can just be born with it and then don't do anything because you have to develop it. It's not just about hard work, even though if you put all these factors together, it will help you a lot to get where you want to be. But if you are talented and you have all these factors together and you work hard, that's what makes the greatest athletes. That's what I think, that's what I believed, and that's what I believe, and that's what I learned in this module. So thank you very much.